Presented by Listen Headlines. Latest financial news from trusted sources. Updating daily noontime New York City.
New York Times Business.
August 13, 10:31 America, New York. Lawsuit against Fox is shaping up to be a major First Amendment case. The suit, filed by Dominion Voting Systems, could be one of the most consequential First Amendment cases in a generation.
The Library of Economics and Liberty.
August 13, 10:07 America, New York. An interview Edith Kuiper about a Herstory of economics. 1. Could you please explain what feminist economics is? I suspect many people haven't heard of the field. What are its principles? How did it develop? Feminist economics is a new paradigm in economics that takes women and gender, including race, class, age, and other identities, into account.
New York Times Business.
August 13, 5 o'clock America, New York. Can the F-150 Lightning make everyone want a truck that plugs in? Welcome to commerce, GA. The battery belt. It's an unbelievable vehicle, said Cody Kane, the general manager of a Ford dealership in Commerce, GA, of the Ford Lightning.
Marginal revolution.
August 13, 015 America, New York, from the comments, on corporate tax. How about the corporate minimum tax provisions? Different rules apply for the determination of income for U.S. tax purposes and for financial reporting purposes.
Wall Street Journal U.S. Business.
August 13, 000 America, New York. Victoria's Secret is trying a new look. Can customers be convinced? The lingerie retailer hopes to reverse decades of marketing that showcased provocative images of supermodels. Many shoppers aren't aware of the changes.
BBC News Business.
August 12, 2004 America, New York. Train strikes. Passengers warned of more disruption as drivers walk out. Some rail operators will run no services at all, as 6,500 train drivers walk out in a dispute over pay.
Wall Street Journal U.S. Business.
August 12, 1811 America, New York. YouTube advances plans for streaming video marketplace. The ultra-competitive U.S. market is prompting streaming services to seek new ways to find subscribers.
New York Times Business.
August 12, 1721 America, New York. Workers vote to unionize at a second Trader Joe's. The vote, at a store in Minneapolis, suggests the campaign at the grocery chain may be poised to expand. 2 Trader Joe's locations have unionized, and workers at a third have filed for an election.
Global economy.
August 12, 1600 America, New York. Volvo dips into Europe's seized-up bond markets. Carmaker borrows €500 million, a rare case of raising funds at a time when deals have dried up far beyond the summer norm.
Wall Street Journal U.S. Business.
August 12, 1559 America, New York. Relaxed CDC COVID guidelines seen as boost for return to the workplace. Though many companies had already loosened policies, some say previous guidance made office policies harder to enforce.
The Library of Economics and Liberty.
August 12, 1539 America, New York. The paradox of restrictive financial conditions. The Fed often explains the monetary policy transmission mechanism as follows. Tighter money results in more restrictive financial conditions. This reduces the growth rate of aggregate demand, and eventually slows inflation. Global economy.
August 12, 1500 America, New York. Martin Lewis is right. The cost of living emergency is already here. Urgent action is needed to protect the personal finances of millions facing ruin from energy bills.
Global economy.
August 12, 1500 America, New York. Cargo ship proves an enigma after symbolic voyage from Ukraine. Passage of the Rizzoni highlights complex and secretive nature of global commodities trade.
Marginal revolution.
August 12, 1445 America, New York. Rankings where Canada comes in last. Rankings in which Canada is now last among advanced economies. Most unaffordable housing, highest cell phone bills, most COVID debt as percent of GDP, public and AMP. Private.
BBC News Business.
August 12, 11:30 America, New York. Meditation app Calm axes 20% of workforce. Boss Daniel Coe said the decision was especially difficult for a company like ours.
The Library of Economics and Liberty.
August 12, 757 America, New York. The rich and the politically powerful. In my short note that I inserted into Kevin Corcoran's recent thoughts on the political system, I pointed out that although there is strong overlap between the rich and the politically powerful, they are not the same.
Marginal revolution.
August 12, 721 America, New York. Gender differences in peer recognition by economists. Card et al. Study the selection of fellows to the prestigious Econometric Society, showing essentially that prior to about 1980 there was modest discrimination against women.